Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel, where we delve into the intricate and often fascinating world of the British royal family. Today, we turn our attention to a development that many have hoped for, a potential turning point in a relationship that has been under intense scrutiny for years. The bond between His Majesty King Charles III and his younger son, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. For quite some time now, the relationship between the king and his son has been described as challenging, marked by distance, both geographical and emotional, and a series of events that have, at times, seemed to widen the chasm between them. It's a dynamic that has captured the attention of observers worldwide, prompting countless discussions about family, duty, and the pressures of life in the global spotlight. But according to recent reports, there may now be glimmers of hope on the horizon. Whispers from sources close to the situation suggest that King Charles and Prince Harry are, at last, beginning to move in what is being termed the right direction, as they endeavor to navigate and resolve the long-standing complexities and challenges within their connection. This isn't a sudden, dramatic reconciliation, but rather a reported effort to incrementally work out the kinks in a relationship that has endured significant strain. Before we delve deeper into the specifics of these promising developments, if you find these insights into the royal family compelling, please do consider giving this video a like and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us continue to bring you detailed coverage and analysis of the monarchy. Now, let's explore what is reportedly underpinning this shift towards a potentially more positive trajectory. The focus appears to be on establishing a more stable foundation for communication, specifically aimed at mitigating the public drama that has often unfolded through media reports and interviews. According to a report published by The Mirror, a significant step in this process reportedly occurred recently, involving a meeting described as a secret peace summit. This wasn't a face-to-face meeting between the king and the duke themselves, but rather a crucial discussion held between key representatives from both sides. On one hand was a top aide to the monarch, and on the other, two senior aides representing the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This informal, yet evidently important meeting took place in the heart of London. The choice of location and the nature of the meeting, described as secret and informal, suggest a deliberate effort to keep the discussions private and away from the glare of public and press attention, precisely the kind of drama they reportedly hope to avoid in the future. Sources indicate that during this private gathering, several critical issues were on the table. These are the fundamental points of contention and difficulty that have complicated the relationship over the years. While the full agenda of this discreet summit hasn't been publicly disclosed, one matter reportedly stood out as being of paramount importance, a central theme around which much of the difficulty has revolved: the effort to build, or perhaps more accurately, rebuild, trust between the two distinct camps or households. The concept of trust, or the reported erosion of it, appears to be at the very core of the challenges faced by King Charles and Prince Harry. An insider speaking to The Mirror shed light on this critical aspect. According to this source, the fundamental issue concerning Prince Harry, and indeed Meghan Markle as well, centers squarely on trust. The insider articulated the concern that ever since the Duke and Duchess relocated to North America, there has been a perceived breakdown in confidence. This breakdown, the source suggested, has reportedly eroded all confidence in their ability to keep things or their criticisms private. This is a powerful statement, suggesting that the public nature of some of the concerns or critiques raised by the Sussexes since their move across the Atlantic has, from the perspective of the royal household insider, significantly damaged the foundation of trust required for close, private family relationships, especially within the unique context of a monarchy. The insider's perspective underscores the perceived prerequisite for healing the rift. For there to be any chance of moving forward, the source explained, that trust has to be rebuilt, and Team Sussex knows the onus is on them. This part of the report is particularly revealing, suggesting that within the discussions, there is an understanding that the responsibility for re-establishing this crucial trust lies primarily with the Duke and Duchess's team. It implies that the actions and approach of the Sussexes are seen as key to demonstrating a renewed commitment to privacy regarding family matters and concerns. Furthermore, the source added a crucial detail about the desired outcome of these efforts. The Duke's team are clear that if relations are to be repaired, there needs to be a roadmap for more regular communication on both sides. This indicates that the goal is not just a one-off discussion, but the establishment of a structured and consistent channel for dialogue. A roadmap implies a planned approach, a framework for how communication will occur more frequently and, presumably, more constructively moving forward. This suggests a recognition that irregular or crisis-driven conversations are not sufficient to mend a long-term rift. Regular, perhaps even routine. Communication is seen as essential for maintaining understanding and preventing misunderstandings from escalating. This reported push towards rebuilding trust and establishing better communication channels comes against a backdrop of deeply personal and poignant moments. We recall Prince Harry's interview with the BBC back in May. This interview took place shortly after he had faced a legal setback, losing his security appeal in the UK. During this conversation, the Duke was visibly emotional, speaking with raw honesty about his relationship with his father, King Charles, who at that time was undergoing treatment for cancer. In a moment of striking vulnerability, Prince Harry admitted the painful reality that his cancer-stricken father won't speak to me because of this security stuff. This statement highlighted the specific point of friction, the issue of personal security when the Duke visits the UK, and how it had reportedly created a barrier to communication with his father at a time of significant personal challenge for the king. Following this difficult admission, the Duke expressed a profound weariness with the ongoing conflict. He stated plainly that he did not want to fight anymore, a sentiment that resonated with many who have followed the family's journey. This desire for peace and resolution was underscored by a heartbreaking acknowledgement of the preciousness and uncertainty of time, particularly given his father's health. Harry added that he did not know how much longer my father has, a poignant reflection that surely adds urgency to any efforts towards reconciliation and understanding. His interview in May painted a picture of emotional distance and a longing for connection, particularly with his father during a vulnerable time. This context makes the reported secret peace summit all the more significant. It suggests that the desire expressed by the Duke in May for an end to conflict and a recognition of the importance of family time may be finding a reciprocal response, or at least opening a door for dialogue towards that end. The meeting itself reportedly took place on July 9th. Photographers captured images of key individuals involved, lending tangible evidence to the reports of this discreet discussion. Those photographed included Tobin Andrea, who serves as the King and Queen's Director of Communications, and Prince Harry's senior aides, Meredith Maines and Liam Maguire. The fact that these specific individuals were involved is notable. Having the King's Director of Communications present suggests a high level of authorization and importance placed on these discussions by the palace. Similarly, the involvement of Prince Harry's senior aides indicates that the Duke is seriously engaged in these efforts through his representatives. The presence of communications experts from both sides might also signify that a key part of the discussion involves managing the public narrative and establishing those clearer channels of communication to avoid future media firestorms. The location of this meeting also carries a degree of potential symbolism. It reportedly occurred at a venue situated just a 3-minute walk away from Clarence House. Clarence House is, of course, a significant royal residence, historically the home of King Charles when he was Prince of Wales and still closely associated with him. Holding such a meeting in close proximity to one of the king's personal residences, rather than a more neutral or public location, could be interpreted as a subtle indication of a desire for the discussions to be grounded in a sense of family, albeit facilitated through aides. Following reports of this meeting, several news outlets naturally reached out to the relevant parties for comment. As is often the case with sensitive royal matters, particularly those involving personal family dynamics and ongoing private discussions, both Buckingham Palace, representing the King's household, and Archewell, the organization founded by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, have reportedly declined to comment. This official silence, while standard practice in many royal situations, further underscores the discreet and sensitive nature of the discussions taking place. It suggests that both sides prefer to handle these delicate matters privately, away from public commentary, which aligns with the stated goal of avoiding further drama with the press. So, where does this leave us? The report suggests a cautious, perhaps fragile, but nonetheless potentially meaningful step forward. The emphasis on rebuilding trust, establishing regular communication, and the reported willingness of aides from both sides to meet and discuss critical issues points towards a genuine desire to improve relations. The insider's comment that the relationship is moving in the right direction offers a degree of optimism, acknowledging that while the path may still be long and challenging, the trajectory is reportedly positive. The fact that the meeting involved senior representatives indicates that this is not merely a fleeting hope, but a structured effort endorsed by the principals. Even if they were not physically present together, the backdrop of King Charles's health challenges and Prince Harry's emotional plea for an end to conflict adds a layer of human vulnerability and urgency to these reported efforts. Ultimately, the success of these endeavors will likely hinge on the ability of both King Charles and Prince Harry, supported by their respective teams, to genuinely address the underlying issues, particularly the reported breakdown in trust. Establishing that roadmap for more regular communication seems crucial to preventing future misunderstandings and building a more resilient relationship. This development, if it proves to be the beginning of a sustained effort, could have significant implications for the future dynamic within the royal family and for the public perception of the relationship between the king and his son. It is a reminder that even within the unique and often challenging environment of royalty, family bonds and the desire for understanding remain deeply human aspirations. This reported secret peace summit may not have instantly healed all wounds or resolved all disagreements overnight. But the suggestion that aides are meeting, that crucial issues like trust and communication are being discussed, and that there is a sense of movement in the right direction offers a hopeful perspective on a relationship that many wish to see mended. What are your thoughts on this reported development? Do you believe this marks a significant step towards reconciliation between King Charles and Prince Harry? What do you think is the most crucial element for them to address moving forward? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. We always appreciate hearing from you and discussing these important topics. Don't forget to like this video if you found our coverage informative, subscribe to the channel for more updates on the British royal family, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to joining you again soon with more royal news and analysis.